What's up, everybody? Jacob here, JK Productions. I did not expect to be making this video, and yet here we are. The Miami Heat are up 3-1 against Milwaukee Bucks. You guys who have watched my videos over the last couple of weeks would know how disinterested, maybe that's not the right word, how I just was not a big believer in the Miami Heat to win a single game, let alone be up 3-1 against Milwaukee Bucks. Coming into the playoffs, had the least amount of points per game. There was no help around Jimmy Butler, and that's kind of still stayed true. Tyler Hero was the one other source of scoring that I thought you could rely on, and now he's out for probably the entire playoffs. I had no idea that this would be the case. Certainly no idea that this would be the case. Up 3-1 through 4 games and 1 game to go to move on and probably play the New York Knicks in a series that I would so look forward to happening. I'm a big New York sports fan, as well as I like the Heat, so to me that'd be perfect. I love the Heat. I love New York sports. I don't consider myself a New York Knicks fan, but I just still love it. But geez, can we just talk about that man, Jimmy Butler? There's something just that happens to this guy when he gets to the playoffs. I see that little picture. First, 4 months of the season, does he even want to play basketball? Last 2 months, month and a half of the regular season, MVP, and then this is the reincarnation of Michael Jordan, and that's what it felt like you were watching yesterday. He had the 5th most points in a single playoff game in NBA history. Just did not miss, could not miss, and again, this is without his second leading scorer on the team. This is with Bam Adebayo having very little impact. This is with nobody on the team really outside of himself having any sort of impact. And now we're up 3-1, and it's not really to the fault of the Bucks at all. Giannis, he is still playing a little stiff. Had himself a triple-double, though. He was not the scoring option that he's accustomed to being, and he did look to pass a lot, and he had other guys hitting shots. He had Chris Middleton hitting shots. Brook Lopez. Chris Middleton was all right. I don't remember the exact stat line I have. I remember Drew Holiday struggled to hit shots. He won by 5, 119 to 114. Butler obviously leading 56 points. Okay, so Middleton did struggle and Holiday struggled. They had a combined 28 points, 14 points each. So, not ideal, but when you have Giannis healthy enough to play, Brook Lopez was the leading scorer, so that does say something. 26 points, 13 assists, 10 rebounds. I mean, that's not a bad game. I can't really blame the Bucks. It's just Jimmy just went off. And I'm more than okay with eating my words on this one. I'm more than okay with saying I was wrong and that the Heat are actually going to be moving on to the second round of the playoffs after beating the number 1 seed. I'll put my hands up in the air and I'm saying I'm cool. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with being wrong about that. I come out here and speak the truth. I come out and speak what I think is going to happen. I give my predictions, and that's all I can do. And I thought we were going to get swept. I thought we were going to lose maybe in 5 games, win a game at home, maybe game 3, maybe game 4. I didn't expect us to be up 3-1 against the Bucks. And anybody who says they expected it were definitely lying. Nobody expected this. Again, the Heat's offense has been horrible all year long, and you need to turn to that when you get to the playoffs. The whistles start to get swallowed a little bit. It's a little harder to play defense and contain the other players. You're coming against better players. You're coming against Giannis, Middleton, and Drew Holiday. You're coming against a championship-winning team. Most pieces from that championship-winning roster are still there and still present. They're still making an impact. And they have other guys like Connaughton, who was there but has a more increased role. Brook Lopez's game has evolved more and more as the years have gone on, and it's found a way to do it. Now, the job's not finished. I don't feel 100% confident because, again, we are the least scoring team in the NBA coming to the playoffs, and you're going against the number 1 seed, the best team in basketball, the most wins in basketball. I don't feel 100% locked in that we are for sure going to get this over the line and get it done. But this is a position that if you would have offered me that we'd be up 3-1 after 4 games, so I would have ripped your hand off to get that. I would run through a wall to get that. It's unreal. And having a chance to play the Knicks, Now, I like the Knicks. I hope the Knicks beat the Cavs, but I feel good about us going into that series and beating the Knicks. I don't want to get too far ahead because, like I just said, I don't feel 100% sold that we're for sure going to win the series. Giannis is going to come back in Game 5 and be more healthy than he was last night. And I say last night, I'm recording this like 8:30 in the morning. If you can't tell by my voice, woke up, couldn't fall back to sleep. That what you see from Jimmy Butler, we saw, we've seen it multiple playoffs in a row now. We've seen this playoff Jimmy come out, and it's a completely different player. I mean, last year he is one shot away from sending us to the NBA Finals. If he hits that three-pointers that he hit last night, we go off to the NBA Finals. If he continue this run, it's going to be really hard to stop, even without Tyler Hero. Let's say we do go all the way and get to the finals, and then we maybe actually have Tyler Hero go back. I was watching it at work. I was in the cash office at Publix, and I was just going absolutely nuts down the line. I walked out of the cash office and left my phone on. We're down 12. I come back 2 or 3 minutes later, and we're down 3. And I was in shock. As I'm walking back up, I can hear my phone, and I can hear the crowd cheering. I'm like, no way. And we're down 3. Jimmy finishes off. I'm going nuts. My manager in the next room is I'm not sure he's a Heat fan or not, but he was also like, oh, dang. This is a position I did not expect to be in, but I'm very grateful, very happy to be in. The Heat 1 game away from moving on to the Eastern Conference semis. Did you see this coming? Are you the one person that saw the Heat being up 3-1 against the Bucks? I highly doubt it. I don't really believe you if you say you are, but if you are, let me know down below. Let me know if you think the Heat are going to finish out the series and beat the Bucks. Thank y'all very much for watching. I'm still very tired. I don't know what I'm going to do now. But make sure to like, subscribe. Have a great rest of your day. Take care, everybody.